Hi, I'm Stephen Moldenhauer. I am an assistant instructor in Sudo Defense at Order Kai Dojo. Today I would like to teach you how to perform the armbar. The key element to performing a correct armbar is to hyperextend the elbow. Now when I say hyperextend the elbow, what you want to do is you want to be able to get this part of your arm, their arm, and you want to shoot it up or away from their body, essentially. You can do this in many different positions, so it's not always going up. I'm going to teach you how to do this from mount. However, before I teach you how to do it from mount, I would like to just give a brief story about my personal experience in this. Many years ago when I first started martial arts, I was grappling a buddy of mine, and we were in some funky position, and I ended up getting one of his arms, but there was no way I could do a proper armbar from the position that we were in. And so what I ended up doing was I took my right arm and I put it under his elbow, and I took my left arm and I just kind of put it on his wrist. I just kind of pressed like that to hyperextend his elbow. He ended up tapping out. Now, of course, you can never do this against an experienced sparring partner, but the concept's the same. You want to hyperextend the elbow. So to help me teach you how to do the armbar, I'm going to have the help of my brother, Samuel Moldenhauer. Why don't you come on in? And he's just essentially going to be my dummy. Why don't you lay down on your back, Sam? So, to perform this from mount, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to straddle his chest area. I don't want to be too low on his hips because then he can buck me off. And I don't want to be too high for him to kind of crawl under me. I want to find that good balance right around his rib cage, right about here. And I kind of want to squeeze my legs just slightly to get good strength and form with this. Now, he's going to give me an arm. Now this may happen in many different scenarios, or maybe you just take an arm. I'm going to do the right arm, but you can do both. It doesn't matter. The steps are the same for each arm. So I'm going to grab his right arm. Now, you always want to have two hands on one arm. Next, I'm going to be lifting my foot, and I'm going to be putting it right next to his ear. Now, when I do this next move, I need to be very careful that I do not snap his arm in the process of this. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to step over his head, and then I'm going to sit back and really tuck my arms in and make sure that his arm is secure and won't move. From here, I'm going to cross my ankles. I'm going to lean back. Now, the important part is, like I said earlier, is you want to be able to hyperextend this elbow. So from this position, a good rule of thumb is to have the thumb be pointing towards the air. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to plaster his hand to my chest while I lift my hips. So Sam, just tap when you feel it. Alright, so he felt that right away. This is a very dangerous technique, so you have to be careful with it. And that's the armbar from mount. Thank you for watching.